not looking into the window then, because this is an office space. So, but yeah, sorry about the wall. You have to have a look at me. It's also not bad, right? To be honest, yeah. So yeah, so we're standing now in the center and the heart of the red light. But come a little bit closer. People still can walk past us. So what we're now standing in the center and the heart of the red light district. But the red light hasn't always looked like this. At the end of the 18th century, the prostitution still took place in brothels and dance halls. And back then there was a little law that said if you had prostitution going on the inside of the establishment, you need to have a warrant on the outside. And that was a little red light. So that's sort of where the name red light district comes from. And of course those establishments didn't just on one sign, this sign was an advertisement sign for please come in, we have prostitution going on. And the first windows only started to be in the 1920s around the old church, but back then it was still very different. The curtains were always closed, the women were always fully dressed, and they could not only people in by ticking on the windows. And in the 60s this all changed again, the time of the hippies, so the curtains became open, the ladies started to wear bikinis, and from that moment on also globalization took place. So the red light district got a lot bigger, a lot more pimps started to arrive, but also more women trafficking started to occur. A lot of ladies from South America and Asia were pressured behind the window, and they need to work 15 hours a day, so the working conditions were really bad, and of course the government didn't like this, but they could not do anything about it because it was not legalized, it was tolerated. So in 2000 the government decided to change this, and they decided to legalize prostitution in the Netherlands. So from that moment on you need to be 21, you need to have a European passport, so no ladies from South America and Asia anymore. You're not allowed to have a pimp, so you need to be a freelancer written in by the House of Commerce. You can only work 10 hours a day, with of course 2 hours lunchtime. You need to pay taxes, and you can start to unionize. So nowadays we have a prostitution union. So the government thought, well, with a set of laws, the work conditions for the ladies will get a lot better. But in 2011 they did a review of the law, and the working conditions got a little bit better, but not that much, because the lady said, well, you're not allowed to have a pimp anymore, but you're allowed to have a very rich boyfriend who doesn't work, so still your old pimp, and they still need to rent the rooms and the windows. And the building owners are still mostly in the mob with the old pimps, so it's still sort of pressured behind the window. So now the city government decided to go after the building owners. And as a building owner, you need to prove that your income comes 100% legitimately from the rooms and the windows. And a lot of them could not prove that, so the building got confiscated, given away to new entrepreneurs. So the last couple of years, the red light district has shrunken by half, and the working conditions got a lot better. But now I have a little quiz for you. How many clients do you think a lady has during a 10-hour shift, on average?
10.
10? So wants to go higher, lower?
Lower.
Lower, how much lower? Half? 5? Yeah, also 5? 15? Yeah? Well, I did not get the statistic out of a book. I did the research myself. Well, not by going to the windows all the time. But remember, in the summers I also work in an old church house, and when it's a sunny day like this, we're not sitting inside with a count. No, we put a count on the outside. And I also make a bet with my colleague. We both have to choose one window, and which window at the end of the day had the most clients will win the bet and will win the €1. And I also work in 5 hours, so we need to double it. But in 5 hours was an average 8. So I can sort of say 15, 16 in 10 hours. But one time I got beaten with 14 in 5 hours. But I still take my colleague to on that one just to win the bet for once. And where do you think renting rooms for the ladies is more expensive for a shift? In the canal or in the side street?
Canal.
Why canal?
Well, you have the river views.
River view. Well, to be honest, it's not about the view here. Why side street? Yes, indeed. Nobody sees you. At least it's in the side street, because in the canal you have way more foot traffic, you have way the better view, but it's also on the open. So if you come out as a guy, still sort of walk of shame. Side street way narrower, so way more discreet. So renting a room here for the ladies is 70 to €100, and in the sides you can go up to €200. Well, we have purple lights and we have red lights. What's the difference? Besides the color.
Purple is for men,
No. Purple is for transgenders.
yes. Yeah.
Purple is for transgenders. They also used to have red lights, and the locals knew the ladies were transgenders, but the tourists did not. So they went inside, big surprise, and was a lot of confusion. So at one point they just decided to change that to purple lights. Any red light district related questions?
So what do you prefer?
What do I prefer the red lights, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions?
If you can recommend us later.
It depends on it. You got all the flavors here. The blue light is for gays, so you got
Okay.
everything. But only not guys for ladies. They tried it out 20 years ago, but the customer base wasn't there, so they went away. But a couple of months ago, it was in the local newspaper, Parool, that they're going to open up some new establishments with ladies for guys, gays, transgenders, and guys for ladies. So ladies, you have to come back next year. So,
Okay.
any other questions?
Yes. How much money can one lady make in 1 year?
Well, Ivan, yeah, I don't know, but I just know what they ask on average. They can charge whatever they want. But normally start around €50 for one position of blowjob. You have to stay within the 50 minutes, but you can always negotiate. But they can charge whatever they want. So sometimes if they see a guy coming up they don't really like, they just say €200, or he goes away. Only got €200. So yeah. So but they can charge whatever they want. Yeah, but it's you can say average income.
But no local woman. Only from outside of the country.
Well, nowadays, because it's always going to be grey area, you have a lot of ladies from Eastern Europe, but you still have locals. That's girls, ladies working here. Yeah. Any other questions? No? Well, one time I was going up in Old Church with a very religious family, but it was okay, we had a lot of fun, and it was a beautiful day, so the lookout was amazing. But yet the windows are always on the first floor, but not always the rooms. Sometimes the rooms are the second or the third floor. And when I have a client on the first floor, they always close the curtain. But when I have a client on the second or third floor, they will not always close the curtain, because you're from here, you cannot see anything. But from above, you see everything. And of course it happens on that too, that the lady had a client on the third floor with the curtains open, so all happy smiley faces, right to sad and angry faces. And I've never been that fast down in my life as in that too before. So you be warned, if you have a lookout in the red light district, it could happen to you. And also if you come in the evening, it's a lot crowded, a lot more ladies at work, and it's still used to red neon lights, and that's not because of law anymore. Nowadays people know what's going on the inside, but also all the ladies look smashing, they have perfect skin, no bags underneath the eyes. But if you see the same lady during the day in a regular grocery store, you think what happened to her, all spots on the skin, bags underneath the eyes. But the thing is, if you stand behind a red neon light, it evens out your skin. So eye spots disappear, your bags are red as purple, so they also disappear. So this is my tip going out a red light district. If you go home, buy yourself a red neon light, and if you have company coming over, put it on. Because not only you look better, but your partner also looks way and way better. So it's win-win for everybody. So get yourself a red neon light. But yeah, let's continue.